Good morning, Stuart Krelsham, Operations Manager, CFA District 23, and welcome to October's, almost November's edition of the CFA District 23 report, the first one for the 2011-12 fire season as we move towards that. Firstly, I want to talk about incident management channels. We did a lot of work regarding testing of incident management channels, both DSE and CFA, last year, looking at black spots. Across the district, we're looking pretty good. So I just want all captains and groups just to dust off their comms plans to ensure they know what incident management channels that we can utilise in their patches. Speaking of radios and communications, over the next month we'll be rolling out the training for the new tape radios. So our groups are currently being trained in that, and they'll have a number of people who will be going out to brigades and training up. It's a pretty simple process. There's not a lot different from the old radios to the new radios, but there's some minor changes which we need to get across. So the mobiles in tankers and portables will be changed over probably the first couple of weeks of November. Now the captains who have opted for bag radios will have that changed after the fire season. So the new tape radios and the current Motorola's are compatible. We're still working on the analogue system, so there's no dramas in that happening, but it's a two-stage transfer. So, captains, lieutenants, once you're trained, make sure you spread the word about the use of those radios to your team. Speaking of spreading the word, obviously this year our risk is going to be in the grasslands, and if you look back over the last 7-8 years, we've had very few large grass fires in our district. So it's really incumbent on our older heads, our captains and lieutenants, to really start talking about grassland tanker tactics. The Chief put something out in his report just recently about getting out the old DVD, which was the remake of The Water is a Weapon, the grassland tanker tactics. Some of our people around the Benalla Group were involved in the production of this DVD, and it talks about things like driving. It's totally different about driving a tanker chasing a grass fire where you've got people standing on the back. So it's about being cognizant of that fact, about keeping the line, about watching where that small town branch is hitting the front of the fire. It's about talking about the small town branch working in conjunction with the fog on a quarter fog at the back, doing the mop up. So we need to get our brigades and our people talking about grassland fire tactics. So that's a priority for us. Also, quick situation reports. The grass fires will move considerably quicker than the forest fires. So we need to get sit reps back into our groups, our districts, our ICCs, so we can, number one, give you the support you require, and number two, get any warnings and information out to our communities. Absolutely critical. Also, we've traditionally been used to the late starts, the afternoon starts of fires, but as we know, grass fires can kick off at 9 o'clock in the morning, and if we think back to it was probably mid-2000s, 9am in the morning, early December, 20 degrees, southerly wind. So about getting our people in the headspace about making sure that they are ready, that they've got their pages ready, and that you've talked about tactics, you've checked the trucks, you've got your rosters in place for the fire season, because it'll be a earlier start than traditionally. Number of new staff we welcome into the patch. Alina Cheshire has taken over the District Support Officer's role, supporting me here at 23. We've got Paul Horton and Ziggy working across the Mansfield-Benalla Group, but Paul's on about 8 weeks leave at the moment, travelling overseas. So we've got Mark Owens from District 20, who's come across to Hume, working his patch. Many of you know Mark through the SES and prior Fire Brigade involvement in that Mansfield group. Lyndon Bradley has been working with us before. Lyndon will be working across Wangaratta and Moyu groups leading into mid-November. And then Graham Neal, who has been working in the district for about the last 3 or 4 months, takes that position full-time. And Ash Mills comes back on leave off on Monday, and he will be running the Wangaratta Fire Station and looking after a number of district projects such as the ICCs, the DivComs, Air Ops, the Porsche Trailer, etc. So supporting the district in those roles. So a couple of changes to the team, but I know you'll make them feel welcome. Air operations this year, we're pretty much going to have the same aircraft as we had last year. We'll have the fixed-wing bombers, probably in Albury and Mansfield, bit of negotiation happening there. The medium helicopters at Benalla and Ovens, and the heavy sitting at Mansfield again. We'll get in touch with you regarding start dates, but that will probably push into mid-December before we get start dates on them. Please talk to your people about keeping out of paddocks and areas that are wet. Some of the areas that we're being called out to, burn-offs, etc., the ground's still soft. It may look a bit dry, but we've had some trucks breaking through the surface. So just be careful, maybe do another assessment before entering those paddocks, and really decide whether we need to extinguish those fires, or we're quite comfortable popping a brake around them and leaving them with the owners to manage. New fire stations opening up, Wangaratta North, Springhurst, openings over the next couple of weeks. We've got Wangaratta Fire Station ticking along really nicely, and hopefully we'll move into that facility prior to Christmas. Next one's on the go, Tamanick, Everton, Goffs Bay, and we're still working on Oxley Flats and trying to secure some land, Oxley Flats, so we'll keep beavering away there. Last but not least, the social media world is upon us, as we all know. YouTube's going along well, our websites are going along well. Over the last 6 or 12 months, Mount Buller has trialled their Facebook page about circulating information. Been pretty successful. Moya Group, I know, have set up a Facebook page as well, and District 23 will follow suit, so stay tuned about our Facebook page. It'll be a closed group, so it'll be our people, but we'll send some more information out on that in the next couple of weeks. Okay, that's it for me for the next month. Take care, get our heads into our preparation, let's talk fire tactics, and ensure that our people are attending the group exercises, that you're running your Sunday morning truck checks, and we've got a headspace into the fire season. Talk to you soon.